TRFC family, it's Laura Swenson, and today we're going to do a workout that you can do at home, of course, since we're all at home, and we're going to do it without any equipment. But of course, if you do have equipment, or if you've made some things at home, like with water bottles or milk jugs or whatever you have lying around, you're welcome to pick those up and throw them into the mix for a lot of the moves. But if you are lacking those things, everything that we're going to do today is going to work without it. All right, so we're going to start just like in a mid-stance position. So those feet are going to be about hip width apart. We're just going to add a squat down and up. So just squat and then just pull. So we're going to move those arms and squeeze the shoulder blades back and breathe in and out. This is going to be a quick workout, so if you want to do a little more of a warm-up prior to the workout, it's totally fine. One more. Now, we're going to step back into a curtsy, and we're going to come into the center. So we're just going to curtsy and then pull in. So that foot's just going to cross over. If your knees don't like lunges or don't like the curtsy, you can go straight back with that lunge here, or you can stick with the squats. All right, so whichever one works for you. So we just want to get some movement through those hips, and we'll do about 4 here, and 3, and 2. Last time, keep it right here in the squat. So we're going to come down and up, pull, breathe, and exhale. Good. So down and up, keep that spine nice and elongated as you pull back with the shoulder blades, just kind of get everything moving. And then we have an option here where you can take it up onto the tippy toes and drop back, pull. And if you feel like you're losing balance on this movement, you can always do this next to a chair or a counter, or you can use like a stick in your hand. One more. Good, back to the squats, just 4 and 3. Now you can go back to the tippy toes, or you can add a jump. So we can come down and a little hop, down, little hop, down, up, up. Good, we're just gonna do 3 more. And then we're gonna work our way back. So just squat, tippy toes, squat, tippy toes. So you can incorporate a big reach. If you're at home working on your computer a lot, homeschooling, just utilize all that range of motion. One more time. And rest. Good. Shake out the legs a little bit. Just kind of get them moving. So we're going to incorporate a little balance. We're going to do either a curtsy or a straight back lunge. We're going to come in. You can tippy toe. It's like a little tripod stance here. Or you can lift it up. We're going to take it down into a deadlift motion. And we're going to repeat. So here to here or touch, dive down. Here we go. So step back, curtsy lunge, knee up, pause, reach down, hold this position, step back, hold, tilt forward, keep the back nice and straight. You don't have to go far, and hold. This is really going to work that glute on the leg that's not moving. And breathe, and balance. If you're barefoot, this is a great workout barefoot. Really get that foot to ankle strength tied into the movement. Last one, and hold. Shake out the legs a little bit. All right, other side. So either step back, knee comes up, dive down, up, and then back, or you can do the curtsy on that one. So up, curtsy, hold, here, up, down, up, tilt forward. Good. Try not to move too quickly through the movements. The slower you go, the more you're going to challenge your balance, more you're going to get a core workout out of it. And last one right here. And rest. Good. Shake it out. All right, since we've already warmed up those ankles and everything here, we're going to take it onto one foot. So If you can, use a chair, counter, wall. We're gonna rise up on the tippy toes, up and down, up and down. So just focusing on that balance. Lift, up. We're gonna do 3 more. Up and 2. One more time, again, barefoot. This is awesome. Switch sides. Breathe in, exhale, set that core, get everything working together. Lift the heel. Good, we're gonna do 4 more. And 3, and 2, one more time. Rest, you can kind of roll those ankles a little bit. Stretch them out. Then we're gonna bend your knees, and I just want you to pull the toes up. Again, use something for balance to be safe. If you need it, just the toes pump up, but we want to keep those knees bent. Good. Let's do 3 more. And 2. One more time. And rest. Good. Come up, shake out the legs. We're going to take both hands in front. We're going to do like a wood chopper. So if you have a weight, you can put it right here in the hands. We're going to pull to one side, then the other side. Pull. So squeeze down and pull. So you can hold a weight right in those hands. Add a little bit of rotation if you can. So as you're coming down, you're pulling that rib cage down towards the hip, pull. Of course, you can modify this and go slower, or you can modify it and make it a little faster if you want to make it tougher, or more cardio. Exhale, squeeze down. Let's go 8 more. Each side. 7, pull. Good. Squeeze. Looks good. 4 more. Pull. 3, squeeze. 2, one more time. And rest. Good. Shake out the legs a little bit. We're going to drop down onto the mat. We're going to go face down. So we're going to be on our hands and our knees to start. So in this position, pull your shoulder blades down away from your ears, like you're putting them in your back pockets. And then just kind of draw the abs in so you're keeping your body supported here. I'm going to take one leg straight out. I'm going to take the opposite arm straight up, our contralateral or bird dog position. If I want to make this tougher, I lift the back foot and get a little wobble in and just breathe and hold. And then when you come back in, bring it in slow and then switch sides. Get that other leg out, other arm up. Lift the toes maybe, that makes it harder. So if I want to keep it stable or more stable, I'm going to keep my toes down. All right, and bring it in. Now, we're going to switch sides. So hold here, and then if you can, we're just going to bring elbow to knee and extend. So the toes can be down on that other foot for a little more balance, or they can be up. It's a lot tougher. All right, we got 3 more here. So squeeze, extend. So get that leg out. And then let's do 1 more. Reset here in the center, shoulders down, extend, lengthen, pull, and release. Pull and release. If you're a little shaky on the movement, that's good, we're working it. And extend, pull and contract. And we're gonna do 3 and 2, 1 more time, and rest. Good. If you want to release your hips or back, just drop back for a second. All right, so you have 3 options. Toes down on that contralateral, or one foot can come up off the floor, right? If you want to advance it to the next move, we're going to come up onto the toes into a bear position. Shoulders down and hold. 1 leg shoots out, 1 arm. Hold it. Balance and breathe. Extend that leg, tighten that glute, bring it in and go right to the other side. So, other arm, other leg, find that balance. Breathing, abs are tight, lift the leg, and bring it in, drop the knees down for a second. All right, if you have a little bit of space around you, come back into that bear position, and you can just crawl forward, keeping the back pretty straight, and then crawl back. So I'm doing about 4 right here, and then I'm gonna go forward. So we keep those abs engaged and reverse. one more time forward. And then if you can, reverse back to where you started, back on your mat. If you've got a mat, drop the knees down, and we're gonna drop down onto the elbows. So in this position, we're just gonna work a little glute. I have two options, keeping the legs straight, hip extension, or I can add a little knee and hip, flexion and extension to work those glutes. I'm gonna do a bent knee position first and extend up to the ceiling. But what you wanna pay attention to or avoid is arching that lower back. So, shoulders pulled down, pushing the heel up to the ceiling. Since I'm not using any weight, I can just add a little pause at the top because that time and tension is gonna build up and fatigue those muscles, let them know they're working. So, we are gonna do 10 more on this side. Exhale, press. Breathe in, 8, and 7, and 6. Push it up. We're gonna do 4 more, and 3, and 2. Again, building up that tension. We're gonna hold it here at the top. 8, 7. Keep the muscles engaged and tight. And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna add a little pulse here at the top. So just work that top half. 8, 7, 6. Just looking for that fatigue in the muscle. And then we're gonna bring that leg down and rest. Now we're gonna switch to the other side. So again, you can do straight leg or bending and extending the knee up to the ceiling. Press it up. If you find that you're arching your back a lot, then you might want to keep the legs straight. Okay? Might feel more natural to stop when that glute engages. So a couple options, and little pause at the top to build the tension up. We've got 10 and 9. Make sure you're not scrunching up the neck and the shoulders. Press it up. All right, we've got 3 to go here, and 2. Now we're gonna hold it up at the top. Big squeeze right here. Feel those muscles working. You should feel the hamstrings and the glutes. And then what we're gonna do now is just work that top half for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, tension stays right there in those glutes. And then we're gonna bring it down. We're gonna drop the hips back and we're gonna rest and relax. So you can kind of rock it side to side. You can lengthen up those arms. Hold that stretch. And then we're gonna release. All right, that allowed our wrists and our fingers to have just a little bit of a break. So we want to come back into a position where we're gonna be, you can be modified. So you can do a push-up here on your knees, or you can come up onto the toes into a plank position. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna incorporate some movement with those push-ups. Down and up, and then let's touch one shoulder, touch the other shoulder. Here we go. Drop down into that push-up. If I'm modified, it's right here. So think of that push-up as a moving plank. So when I do that shoulder touch, I don't wanna be rocking all over the place, okay? I wanna stay nice and single. Here we go, set down and up. So we're gonna pray up, up, one push up, touch the shoulders, keep it as stable as possible, and press up, touch, touch, drop and push, and breathe, keep the shoulders down, tension in the quads. Everything that you would do on a plank position, we wanna have right here. So we're gonna do 4 more of these. Working lots of muscles, right? So it's a good way to be efficient in our workouts. And we are gonna do 1 more, here and here. So hold this position. Knees or toes come down, right elbow, right palm, left palm. Repeat right side. Down, down, up, up, down. Press up. If you get tired, just go to the knees and continue, still keeping in mind this is like a moving plank. This is our last one. Hold here, now go left. Elbow, right. Left hand, right hand. Get that brain going, starting with that other hand on the movement. And push up. We're gonna do 2 more. And press 1 more. And hold here at the top. Scoot the hands back a little bit. Reach for the toes or the ankle. Come back into that plank position and reach for the other side. You can even add a push-up into this movement. Lower down and reach. So just get some hip mobility. And reach. Press and reach. 1 more rep. And then we're going to take all the weight off the wrists, come back into the hips, and then release. We're going to roll it over onto our backs. So we're going to start right here with a nice pelvic tilt up, bridge the hips, keep the knees in line with the hips, and lower down. Exhale, up, hold the tension, lower down. If you've been sitting a lot, it's a great way to open up those hip flexors, engaging those glutes. Lower down, exhale, up. Now, if you want, you can keep it here with both feet on the floor. If you want to make it a little tougher, what we're going to do is we're going to come down, bring one knee in towards the chest, bring the other heel in towards the glute, press up, lower down, press up. By keeping this knee in, you're going to feel a nice stretch through this hip flexor and a lot of movement right there in that glute. That's where you want to fire it up. Exhale, up and lower down, up. Notice I'm adding that little pause at the top, right? Create that tension. We're not using anything but body weight. And if this gets difficult, go back to both feet on the floor. Hold it up on the next one. Pulse it. Bring that knee in. You can even hold it and pull. All right, we've got 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Bring it down. Switch legs. Bring it in, up, and down. Hands, you can put them up here. You can keep them next to your hips. If you need more support, you can go into what we call a W position. This is a great stretch for the chest and shoulders. Lift and release, up and squeeze. So this is really